good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday morning sprints. If you are here, let me know. Say hello. Let me know what you're reading or working on. I'm going to go into a sprint really quickly, so I'll give it a few minutes to let everyone pop in, and then I am going to go eat breakfast because I made breakfast and I haven't been able to finish eating breakfast. So I really want to finish breakfast. But let me know what you're going to be reading or working on this morning. I have the Spirit City timer all ready to go with a to-do list. So if there's something specific that you would like to add, or I can add it for you, let me know that too. Because I we're gonna take it easy today, but at the same time, I kind of want to get some things done. So we'll see where the mood takes me, because I kind of just want to figure out this mission I have in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I've been playing that, and I'm at a point where I feel like I'm stuck, but I'm sure that there's something I can do to get myself unstuck, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try to do that today, but I also need to clean up the library. So we'll see what happens. My phone is going off. Forgive me. That's funny. It's telling me about my sprints starting soon. They've already started. Let's see who is here. Jen is here. Good morning, Alicia. I'm going to be cleaning and laundry while we chat and reading Throne of Glass. I need to finish it before our discussion on Thursday. Hope you are doing well. I am. I'm doing quite well. However, I do have my daughter has the sniffles, so that's a cold incoming, and my husband is sick. So I am taking all of the vitamin C and doing my best to stay away. We'll see how that goes. So, but cleaning and laundry and reading Throne of Glass. I need to read Throne of Glass too. I have not started it. I have kind of been in a reading slump because I'm still trying to finish Meet Cute. And I think for me, that one, it's okay. It's definitely not going to be a 5-star, but I think jumping from one story to the next is not helping me because I'm still invested in the previous story. So then when I read the next one, I'm just like, wait, what's going on? Forgetting that it's like just them meeting people, and that's the meet cute part of it. So, but I really want to finish it so that I can get other things done. I don't think, because I mapped out my reading, I don't think that's going to happen. So, because we have 6 days left of the month. So, I'm just going to ride this slump. If I read during this week. If not, then we'll see what happens. But anything that I didn't finish for the month of February will carry over into March. I most likely will not have a TBR for March. I will be doing like a catch up month, which is not a bad idea. I had thought about doing that just so that I don't have any backlist, because I had a lot of backlist last year, and those are still like, I made a list of backlist books from last year. So it's kind of like if I get these done, then I move on to the backlist from last year, because I don't want to like not read them. So, and I will be doing a weeding of my shelves again, probably after March, because I want to do like a quarterly weed through and make sure that I still want everything on my shelves. That, and I'm running out of room for the books that I have read. I've started putting them in a container on the floor, and I don't really want to do that. So I need to shift things around. And my ultimate goal is to get these books up here that you see on the top shelf. I can't really point to them, but those, all of these, anything up here. Let's see, can I do it? Anything up there? Nope, I'm not coordinated. Anyway, anything on the top shelf there that you see, I want to get those like shifted down into the shelves so that I can use the top of the shelves for Lego sets. I've kind of already started over there. You can see like the Mandrake and the Cullen House and whatnot. So I want to get those. I want to be able to put Lego up top. So we're going to work on that. But in order to do that, I have to get stuff off the shelves in order to move those down. It's a whole process. I know. It's a whole process. Swank is here. Howdy, everybody. Happy Margarita Day. Happy Walk Your Dog Day. And happy Biscuits and Gravy Day. Well, hell, if I would have known it was Biscuit and Gravy Day, I would have made some. Or a version of it. I need to learn how to make my grandma's version of it. Unfortunately, she cannot teach me because she is no longer with us. And I don't like margaritas, but can I substitute wine? Because that might be a good idea. And I don't have a dog, so I can't go for walks. But, you know, maybe I should get a harness for my cat. You think Ralphie would go for a walk? Probably not. He'd probably just lay down and meow at me. Nadim is here. Hello, good morning. Jen says, I'm planning to have an easy day, but also want to get some things done because I have a really busy week this week, and I know I won't have a lot of time for general tasks. Fingers crossed for us both. Yes, I feel like we are in the same boat. I want to just kick back and relax and just play the Switch all day, but I know that there are things that need to get done. At some point, I need to vacuum the house. Don't ask me when the last time it was because I didn't do it, and I don't remember the last time my husband did it. So I want to say at least a week ago, but cats, kids, fur, crumbs, it's all there. So we need to do that today as well. Maybe I'll do a spinner wheel. Yep, it's a spinner wheel kind of day. I don't want to make any decisions today. Swank says I'm going to make coffee and breakfast, and then I'm going to clean up my living room. Nice. Very productive. I need to go get my coffee. It's out there. Nadim says I'm reading The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I don't know why I was thinking that was Christina. It's Kristen. Let us know how you're liking it. I have not read anything by Kristen Hanna, so I couldn't tell you. Anna is here. Good morning. And Kat is here. Good morning, Alicia and friends in the chat. I'm still at my scrapbooking retreat with my friends. Ooh, how's it going? I look forward to seeing all of the things that you scrapbook. I love it. I am absolutely amazed at all the people who can not only scrapbook, but like the people who do the reading journals and those theming, the theming of the reading journals. First of all, I need to know how they pick their themes, how they coordinate not only the markers, but the washi tape and the stickers and make it just look gorgeous. Like, I look at mine and I'm going, meh, it's I like it. But I look at theirs and I go, wow, that is amazing. I know it's all about practice. Practice makes perfect, and I'll learn how to do it, but I look at the scrapbooking stuff and the reading journals on YouTube channels, and I just go, how do you do it? Teach me. please. But I hope you're having fun. Cat, I hope you're having fun. Pearl is here. Hello. And saying all the hellos. Hello, hello. Anna says, hey, Pearl and Jen. Hi to Kat. Also, hello, Swank. Aw, I'll be walking Tesla later today. See, a perfect day for it. Perfect day. Pearl says, on the first sprint, I will get back to the drawers I'm working on, empty them, and need to organize everything and put it all away. This is my candle and twinkly lights drawer. Ooh. How fun. I need to do that as well. There are some drawers I need to go through, but nope, not today. Nadim says hi to Pearl. And Pearl is saying good morning to Kat. A scrapbook retreat sounds amazing, right? I wouldn't know what to take, but I would love to do one at some point. Nadim says The Great Alone is a semi-autobiographical novel written by Kristen Hanna. Huh. If I were to start with reading something by Kristen Hanna, what would y'all recommend? Like, what is a good book to start reading her? Anna says, love DIYing. I do too. I built my own DVD racks and I absolutely love them. I wish I had the ability to build like shelves. I know it's feasible, but the shelves that I want to build, I actually want to have it so like these bottom shelves here are cabinets, like a cabinet with drawers or doors, excuse me, and then these shelves would basically be lifted up and they would go all the way up. However, I need to have a place to hang my bigger diamond paintings. So I'm thinking every other shelf, or excuse me, every other bookcase, and then like 2 or 3 of them, depending on how many I had. Right now I have 2, but if I had a third one, then I would frame them and put them on the wall and then have the shelves in between. Does that make sense? But with this room, it's easier said than done, because with this room, this wall and this wall behind me are exterior walls. That means cinder block. So I have to be strategic about if I attach anything to the wall, I have to remember that it's going to go into cinder block. Because there's not much cushion or padding behind those. So it's going to go right into fun times. So I just need to rebuild my house, keep it the way it is, but put the library in the middle and then build the house around it. Do you think that would work? The Swing says hi to Pearl Cat and Anna. Anna says The Nightingale. I will add that to my list of things to look for. Kat says we are having a great time, she says to Pearl. That's awesome. Are you going to do a video of all of the things that you've created? That would be a cool video to see. Jen says The Women is where I started, and I would recommend starting there or The Nightingale. That's 2 votes for The Nightingale and The Women. What genre is she? I should ask that, because I don't do well with historical fiction. But if it doesn't read like historical fiction, then I think I'll be okay. So let me know that too. Kat says, Alicia, my first Kristen Hanna was The Nightingale, and I loved it. 5 stars. That's 3 for The Nightingale. Nadine says to Anna, yes, I will also recommend The Nightingale Okay, that's 4. Anna says, oh, hey, Nadine. Kat says, hello, Anna and Swank. Oh, no, she's historical fiction? I will try it. But I'm given the past that I have with historical fiction, I never finish them. And that's because I either get bored or I just, there's something about it that doesn't allow me to get to the end. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, it doesn't sit well with me. But then again, look at what else I read: fantasy, sci fi, romance. So, Jen says the women isn't too history heavy, if that helps. Okay, so Nightingale and the Women. Those are the two to try. It's more focused on the people. Okay. I will add those two titles and see if my library has a copy. Jen says it's Vietnam War. A few people our age have tics with Vietnam War, so just know that it's surrounding if that's triggery for you. To be honest, I don't know what triggers because I read things and I don't like nothing really bothers me when it comes to reading. That's why I'm able to read some of the like darker romance stuff and they say, "Oh, read all these trigger warnings." I read the trigger warnings and I'm going, I can read things and I don't know, it just doesn't bother me. Now, I will say when I read Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us or It Starts With Us, those two books. I think it was It Ends With Us. I didn't particularly care for the characters and the way that the male was behaving towards the female, but it wasn't like really triggering. I was just like, no, that's not how we behave. That type of thing. So Anna says the Nightingale is World War II. I don't think I've read anything of World War II. I have read, what was the one that I read? I'm trying to see if I still have it on my shelves or not. I don't. That means I didn't keep it. I think it was like Louisa Morgan, but she was like 1700s. I couldn't get through it. And even that had like a witchy blend to it. And I just couldn't do it. The most I got in her books was about quarter to a half. And I was just like, I don't care. I'm sure the author is great. And I know that one of my bookish friends, Sam, she likes them, but I couldn't finish. So maybe something, I don't know. I'm going to try them. I'm going to see if my library has them and I will put them on hold. I'll put one on hold so I'll read it in April, and then I'll put one on hold so I'll read it in May. Because March is going to be my catch-up month. Annette is here. Hello, hello. Did I read this one? Or did it jump? We're going to read it real quick. Some people have recommended the women to lost people in Vietnam, and it's too close for them. I see what you're saying. It's too close to home. Yeah. I don't know if I read this comment. I'm sorry. It might have jumped. But I see what you're saying. It's too close to home for them to have that knowledge of family or have lost people in that situation. And they're just like, nope, can't do it. Fair enough. Annette says hello. Hello, everyone in chat. Mel is here. Hello, hello. Jen says, Kat, my family and I are planning a trip to New Orleans next year. I might pick your brain on the best things to do if you don't mind. Ooh. That's one place I would like to see just for like the architecture and what they have. I don't really care for like the drinking and that kind of thing. That's those scenes, but I would like to see it during the day. Do some tours and that kind of stuff. Mel says, hey friends. Annette says hi to Mel, and Mel says hi back. All right. Now that my breakfast is potentially cold and I'll have to reheat, we're going to go ahead and set us up with the breakfast table here. Star Mel's comment saying hi to Annette. And we're going to go ahead and start our first sprint so that I can do just this. I'm going to eat breakfast and then come back. One last comment. Annette says, all the chores are done. Laundry is in the machine. It's time to read. Just in time. Yes. Let's go ahead and start, and I will see everyone back in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. All right. How did everyone do? I was able to finish breakfast and I started playing the Switch. I did also write my to-do list for today of things that I will get done after sprints, but I wanted to finish the mission that I'm working on. So I still need to finish one of them, but I don't think I can do it until a different one happens. So we're working on it. There's a lot of, from what I've gathered with this game, there's a lot of going back and forth, and you can't do certain ones unless you have certain ingredients or certain things, and it's quite mind-boggling. But let's see what you guys got up to. I will need to find where we left off. I know we had a couple of people join us, so we'll say hello and we'll see what everyone got up to. I believe this was our last comment. I feel like the thing is too close and I feel very zoomed in. Annette says all the chores are done, laundry's in the machine, it's time to read. That was our last comment. Pearl is saying hi to Annette and Mel. And Mel says, way to go, Annette. Very productive. Mel says, hi, Pearl. Tina is here. Hi, Alicia and everyone. I'll be reading Anne of Avalia. I'm sure I butchered that. Let me know if it's correct or not. I see the word Avon and Leah, so Avon Leah is my guess. Kat says hey to Tina. Tina says hi, Kat. I hope that you're having a great time on your retreat. Yes. I said hello. Glenda is here. Hello, Alicia and everyone. Hello, Glenda. How are you? Let us know what you're reading or working on today. Kat says, Tina, we are having a great time. The house that we are staying at is spacious and cozy. I worked a little on my Edgar Allan Poe journal and started my ABC Adventures journal. Mara, I believe we've had you here before. Let me know what you would rather be called. Because I can call you Mara or Mari. I forget if you had already told us your name or not. I'm going to write you down on my notepad here so that I can put you in the book because I've seen you several times. And I need to remember your name. So do let us know your name. But hello, I'm studying and at the same time preparing pizza in an air fryer. Oh, I do have some leftover pizza I want to eat. Pizza is always my favorite. Faithful is here. Hello. Hi, Alicia and chat. Pearl says, got the drawers all sorted, though I need more little organizing boxes for the little bits and pieces. Now I can see everything, so it will be easier to use all my candles, wax melts, and little lights. Very productive. Love that. I need to do the same with some of mine. I hope to be where you are one day, all organized and pretty. Pearl says hi there to Faithful. Glenda says hi, Pearl and Faithful. Lola is here. I'll call you Lola unless you have a particular name that you would rather be called. Let us know. I'm also going to write you down because I think you have been here before. If not, correct me. But I'll add you to my book of people. all the friends. Jean is here. Hey, Alicia, I gotta figure out where I am in my book because yesterday when I fell asleep, I kept turning pages. Oh no! Do you remember what page number you were on last or when you started reading? Figure that out and then you'll be able to figure out where you left off. That's usually what I do, at least. Glenda says hello to Lola and Jean. Pearl says hi there to Lola. Pearl is hi to Jean. Ren is here. Hello, hello, everyone. Jen says, I got about halfway through chapter 30, so 2.5 chapters, read that sprint, and started a load of laundry, working on the kitchen while we chat. Very productive. Pearl says hi to Ren. Anna says, started listening to the last bookshop in London, and I'm in the middle of cleaning the bathroom. Lots of cleaning today. Sunday is like a cleaning and laundry day, I think. Because I know I need to clean up a few things after sprints, and then we are also doing laundry today. So, Ren, hoping to finish the Arcane Inheritance. Let me know if I pronounced that wrong or not. I've heard it many different ways. Arcanon, Arcane. Let us know how you're liking it as well. Carissa is here. Good morning. Good morning. Let us know what you're reading or up to this morning. I guess it's now afternoon because it's 12:14 where I'm at. You can see where my mind is at. I'm still in morning time. I still have coffee. Ren says hi to Pearl, and Swank says made coffee, still working on breakfast. Ooh. I had breakfast. My breakfast was bacon with scrambled eggs sprinkled with a Mexican blend cheese. But I also put a little bit of Old Bay on it. It's a Maryland thing. So I like to do that with my eggs sometimes. And then I had some cinnamon raisin toast with butter. Very simple, but so delicious. Mel says, cleaning the kids' rooms and got to 14% into Writer in Residence by Rhonda McKnight. I am going to have to silence this phone because it kept doing that all throughout sprints as well. There we go. No more sounds. 14% into Writer in Residence by Rhonda McKnight, a romance arc I received from NetGalley. I need to go check on my NetGalley because I have a few reviews to put up and see where I'm at. Ren says, hey, Carissa. Hello, hellos. Kat says, Alicia, I can't wait to show you how I'm using the Nevermore journal you sent me. I need a printer, so I'm at a standstill on it until I get home. Oh, but do you have all your things like mapped out? Ooh, that's going to be so exciting. I can't wait to see how you used it. I think it's going to be beautiful. I need to work on my reading journal. I got some new washi tapes, and I just filmed the unboxing for it. Is it this one? I have one of T. Fossey's Sakura and Cat 8x8s. So I bought some washi tape that has cats on it. I don't know. Oh, you can't see it. Let me get my thing here. Let me get a piece of paper so I can use it as background. They're so cute. They're like reading cats. I am going to put it underneath here so I can kind of like clip it in place. Oh, it doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. But this is what it looks like. You can see all the different like cats and reading nooks and words, and this guy right here. He is my favorite. He's a cat with glasses and he's reading. They are adorable. So my idea is to decorate the notebook with all the different cats things I can find. Washi tape, the PE tape. I also have, I need to find footprints, like kitty cat footprints, because I would like to do almost like a Marauder's Map type thing with all the little kitty cat footprints. But we have that one. We have this one. I haven't unrolled it yet, but it has different cats on it. Those are the only two you're going to be able to see. The orange and white one, and then the white one. And then we even have this one. That is they're tiny cats. Look how tiny those cats are. They're adorable. But I'm thinking of, and I do have some other ones. They're stickers though. But I'm thinking of just everything is cats for the one, and then I have another one where I want to do all winter themes. I'm so excited. So excited. Mel says, Rin. Jen says, Faithful has started her Maker's Sprints, so I'll be working on my Notting Hill Bookshop cross stitch while I listen to Throne of Glass in the next couple of sprints. If a mod would like to put in the link for those sprints, if not, I'll do it in a second. We can hop over and all say hello and support. We like supporting our friends here. Carissa says hey to Ren, and Ren says hey Mel. Annette says I've been reading All in Her Hands, a historical fiction about a female doctor in 1840s London. Interesting. How are you liking it? Anna says hi to Glenn and Ren. Mel says hello, beautiful Anna. Tina says that's great, Cat. Ren says hey to Anna. Swank is saying hi to Faithful and Glenda. Mel says, I love the little grumpy gray face in the background. This guy here, he's my new buddy. I don't know how long he'll stay there. I have to find a place for him on the shelf. But this is a demiguise from Harry Potter. You mostly see him if you've ever watched The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Him. He is in those movies. That's where he's from. But if you go to Orlando and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, if you see the Cirque Arnu, I think that's how they're pronouncing it, the Cirque Arnu Fantastic Beast show, you will see him, and you can get a plushie. And that's where I got him from. He is adorable. Expensive, but adorable. But he is part of my Harry Potter collection of plushies. I just have to find a spot where to put him. And the only thing that I would change on him is I wish his eyes were more of a purple color, because in this show, his eyes glow purple. Whereas these guys they're like regular eyes. But he's my buddy hanging out for now. Brian is here. Hello, I'm on chapter 22 of Little Women. Really enjoying it. That is one that I have to read. It is on my list of classics. Growing up, you know how you have like the high school reading requirements? I did not. So, but I moved around a lot too. So, we didn't do that many classics. I did like Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet, but we didn't do any of the other like Pride and Prejudice, Little Women, those classics. So I have a lot of classics I want to read. I just gotta make time for them. Kat says, during that sprint, I did a couple of housekeeping things at the retreat house, popped cookie dough in the oven, and made some journal pages to sketch out the format for my ABC Adventures journal. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Very productive. What kind of cookies did we pop in? Did we do chocolate chip, sugar cookies, oatmeal raisin? Let us know. We need to know what flavor cookie. Pearl says hi there to Brian. Hello, you can call me Lo or Lola or whatever, as long as it's nice. Well, I will always call you by your name, so Lola it is. We are always nice here. We don't call people mean things. I forbid it. Tina says, I pronounce Avonlea. That makes sense because I think that's how they pronounced it on the show. It has been a while since I watched it, so I could be wrong. Avonlea? I will go with that. That sounds about right. If you can hear a little music, it's because my game is on. I need to... There, I'll turn on the volume. Naomi, hello everyone. This is my first time on these sprints. Not sure when you guys started, but I am looking forward to getting some schoolwork done, reading done, and some housekeeping stuff done. Well, you're just in luck. As soon as we get through the comments, we're going into our second sprint. My name's Alicia. Hello. And we have sprints every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where you are in the world, but I am in Florida, so Eastern Time. We start at 11 a.m., so we only did one sprint, and we have 2 more to go. 2 45-minute sprints. So, welcome. Brian says hey to Pearl. Anna says hey, Faithful Tina and Lola. Mel says welcome in, Naomi. Carissa says, I found a new to me game. It's called Wildflowers. I've been obsessed with it all weekend. Where would you play this game? Switch? PlayStation? Just on your phone? And I'm glad you're enjoying it. I got that book. I believe it was you, Carissa. We were talking about Hogwarts Legacy, and there was a book, The Making and Art of Hogwarts Legacy. I got that in from my library. Oh my gosh, that book is huge. Heavy and huge. I'll have to go get it while we're in the next sprint so that I can show you how big it is because it's huge. Swink says, pretty. Lola, oh, I can't wait to see the cats as you go along. I'm going to try to do some flip throughs. I don't know if I want to go ahead and start setting it up now or if I want to wait until my first reading journal is done. Because I believe it or not, I'm only like 2 months into the year, and I'm going to set up March, and then I think I might be able to set up April, and then that's the end of the book because I'm using an 8x8 square notebook. So we'll see. Mel says, oh, I've never seen Fantastic Beasts. So the only thing I'm going to tell you is Fantastic Beasts, it takes place 70 years before Harry Potter's time and has a lot of mythical creatures, fantastic beasts, as you call them. But it also has its own like story and plot. I don't really care much for the storyline, but it does play a part into what happens in Harry Potter. So it has small connections there, but I rather enjoy it. It's kind of like a Newt Scamander storytelling. So, but I quite enjoyed the movies. So I look forward to rewatching them. Kat says chocolate chip. Ooh, chocolate chip. Excuse me. Make sure everyone is hydrating, even if it is to caffeinate as well. Chris says cookies sound so good. Right. I love chocolate chip cookies. Swank says finished making breakfast, egg, potato, bacon, and cheese soft tacos. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. Like a breakfast taco. Ooh, I want to make those next week then. Mel says, ooh, that sounds delicious, Swank. Love a good breakfast taco, right? Ooh, it's on Switch. I will have to look for it. Glenda says hello to Carissa, Anna, Kat, and Mel. Carissa says, I want that book so much. I saw it at my local Barnes & Noble. It's huge, right? Huge. Carissa says, hey to Glenda. Lola, I was obsessed with Animal Crossing on my Switch. I have is it Animal Crossing New Horizons? I have that one. I started playing it, but I have not continued. I need to go see where I left off or start over or whatever. It's very slow in the beginning, if I remember correctly, because there's a lot of things to do. Kat says hey to Glenda. Pearl says hi there, Naomi, Carissa, and Swank. Excuse me. My throat is starting to get dry. Carissa says, Lola, I was too. I don't play as much now, though. Kat says, hey to Carissa. We have a Lucinda. Hello, Lucinda. Excuse me. My throat is getting dry on this side. I don't know why. Hi, just got in from work. Gonna feed the cats and myself as I'm starving, even though it's pretty early for dinner. Then I may think about some sort of productivity or reading. Well, welcome in. We're just about to go to the next sprint after these next couple of comments, and then we can do all of the things. All of the things. Carissa says, hey, Kat. Mel says, hey, Glenda. All the hello, Swank, hi, Mel. Lucinda says, I need to tidy away stuff from yesterday's cleaning spree. I should just do a cleaning spree. Anna says, bathroom done, on to the bedroom now. Ooh, see? We're getting stuff done. Very productive. All right. Let's get back to our thing here. I'm going to cross off breakfast because we did do that. And I'm going to go ahead and start our next sprint. And I'll see everyone in 45 minutes. Oh, one comment. Hello, Black Widow. If you have a name that you would like us to call you, let us know. You're just in time. We're getting ready to go in to our next sprint. And we'll see Lola in a while. All right. 45 minutes on the clock. See everyone in 45 minutes. All right. How did everyone do on that sprint? I went and checked on the family and went to the bathroom, and I continued more Switch. I got one mission done, which then led into another one, and now I think I'm stuck because it says I have to talk to one of the characters, and she keeps just repeating the same thing over and over. So I don't know. We're gonna go to a different character and then go back to that one and see if that makes sense. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But that is pretty much everything I got up to, and it looks like we leveled, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. We made it to level 38. I have all of the spirits, so I can change them throughout. Right now I'm liking the doggo. But let's see what you guys got up to. And then we'll go into our final sprint of the day. Where did I leave off? Ah, there we are. That was these two were our last sprints. So Lola said, see you in a while. Pearl said, hi there, Black Widow. Black Widow said hi to Pearls. Paula is here. Hi, Alicia and chat. Sorry, YouTube didn't notify me. Shame on YouTube. We all know that they've been kind of wonky these past couple of weeks, so I saw that they didn't notify you. Bad YouTube. Glenda says hello to Paula. Paula says, I'm going to be putting together a new bookcase and new desk today. Ooh. Very nice, very nice. Pearl says hello to Paula. Oh, excuse me. Paula says hey to Glenda and hi to Pearl. Black Widow says hi, Paula. Lola to Pearl says hello. Fancy seeing you here. Faithful says hi to Pearl. Black Widow says hi, Faithful. Pearl says to Lola, almost like we planned it. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Double and Jen is here. Hello. Pearl says hi there. Swake says hey to Paula. Oh, excuse me. Not sure why I'm yawning all of a sudden. Swank says, finished breakfast, did morning pages, and doing my meds for the week. Nice, nice. Very productive. Hopefully you enjoyed breakfast. Brian says, got done with chapter 22 in Little Women. I'm not sure where the story is going to go from here. The cartoon version I watched as a kid ended there. Oh, interesting. Anna says, I reached 1 hour and 8 minutes in the last bookshop in London, and I'm in the middle of cleaning the bedroom, including changing the bed sheets. I need to do that because with hubby sick, I need to minimize germs as much as possible. So I'll probably be doing that today. Ren says, made it to 90% in Arcane Inheritance. Ooh, you'll definitely finish that today, I think. Brian says, almost done with my book Nook. Nice. Paula says, I made the bookcase topper. Ooh, progress. Oh my gosh, not enough coffee. My ear popped. That was weird. Tina says, made it to page 176. Nice, nice. Anna says, Paula, And Anna. Kat says I mapped out how my spreads could look in my ABC Adventures journal. I need my printer to print some text, plus book covers slash movie posters. I'm eating lunch, leftover chili cheese potato. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I want to make baked potatoes and just do like you can have everything if you want. So do like a loaded baked potato, or you can have the option of either doing like broccoli and cheese or have some sort of like chili and cheese. I just want baked potatoes, you know? That sounds very good. Kat says, hey to Paula. Paula is saying, hey, Helene. Did I miss? Or is that. Did I miss a comment somewhere? Let me know. Because I don't see Helene. Unless that is the one I was unsure of. Paula says hi, Cat and Swank. Lola, I'm cutting out my mini book covers today. Ooh. I need to do review pages today in my reading journal. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm going to have to get some water in the next sprint. Naomi says, I spent this sprint working on my reading journal, reading a chapter of Little House in the Big Woods and 10 pages of The Body Keeps the Score. I have not heard of either one of these books. Let us know how you're in liking them. Kat says, Naomi, I loved Little House in the Big Woods. Something to look up. That reminds me. I need to write down books. There was the Women. That was Kristen Hanna. And The Nightingale was the other one. We will look up this one. Comments jumped. Little House in the Big Woods. Let me know who writes Little House in the Big Woods. Pearl says to Naomi, both great books. Lucinda says, took recycling out to the bin, stripped the bed, and put the sheets in the wash, hoovered, fed the cats, and just sat down with my own dinner. Ooh, ma'am, that was a productive sprint for you. I like to hear it. What's for dinner? I bet it's something nutritious and delicious, or at least delicious. Real name is Helen. Let me know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Username is Black Widow. Thank you. You have now been added to the list. Thank you. And then she says Jinx, because they said it at the same time. Jen says, I only finished the one chapter and put towels away. Took my son to the gym. Still very productive. Kat says, Little House in the Big Woods is a book. Oh. It's a Little House on the Prairie series. Uh-huh. I still look it up. I have not read any of those books, so it'll give me something to check out. If I don't like it, I don't like it, but at least I tried, right? My Switch is threatening to turn off. We can't let it happen. And Lucinda says, yeah, cheesy barbecue KFC chicken wraps with chips and coleslaw with mayo to dip. They have the 10 mini filet bucket cheap at the moment, so it's easy dinners for me. Ooh, that sounds delicious though. Cheesy barbecue KFC chicken wraps. I would eat those. Kat says they are about the Wilder's life during pioneer time. And Pearl says, I loved all the Little House books. Ooh. I mean, I have enough to read as it is, but I will add it to my list of if I have time or need a break and read something completely different. But I recently counted all of the books that I own in this house and all the books that I have unread on my TBR, and yeah, I got a lot of reading to do. I have a lot of reading to do. So, I have to make a plan for that because it's a lot. It's a lot. All right. Jen says the Little House books are a great series you could read with your daughter. I just recently found my box set from when I was a kid in storage. That reminds me. I have books in storage that I need to pull out that I think my kids would like. Does anybody remember when Disney had the little hardcover books and they were all about different Disney characters? And I'm gonna have to find it and pull it out now because it comes with like a little plastic case that had two little pieces and they would hold the books in, but it sat like this and Mickey Mouse was at the top. And that's where you could like store all of your little, it's almost like the Dr. Seuss books. You know how like Dr. Seuss had all their different books, but the picture Disney. I have all of those. And at one point, I don't know if I still have them or not, I had all of the like Disney encyclopedias. I just don't know if I have them anymore. I'll have to look. Because I think my daughter would like them. Both of my kids are like total readers, which I absolutely love. But they're running out of books to read. I am now like, I go to the library, they go to the school library. They've practically read all of the books that they already own, which I have to go through because I need to weed out their baby books, board books, and make room for the like grown-up kid books. Because now they're getting into like chapter books, and my son reads graphic novels, and we're running out of room. Kat says they are middle grade books. I read them as a kid, and I am rereading them periodically as an adult. Nice. Jen says, yeah, I read them in 4th or 5th grade and devoured them. I have that Disney set too. You do? Ooh. I'll have to. Yes, Ralphie. You gonna come sit with me? Come on. Come on. Hi, Ralphie. You say hi to everyone? Say hi, everyone. I see you made it back. Daddy let you in. And also a load of laundry, I see. All right. Here. Sit with the dummy guys. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find mine, and maybe I'll make a video on it. I have seen The Little House on the Prairie as a TV series. I remember seeing a couple of those. I never watched them all the way through, but I've seen a couple here and there. Molly says, "Hey y'all, I've been here, but I was in the bedroom where chatting is a bit difficult." Well, hi Molly. I'm glad you've been hanging out and lurking. Let us know if you're reading or what you're up to today. Molly says, "Hi Ralphie." And Lucinda says, "Hi Kitty." Hi, yes. Everybody's saying hellos. Swank says, "Hi Ralphie." And whoop, skipped one. Glenda says hello to Molly and Jen. And Lucinda says his after dinner litter box visit. Well, not so much. Swank says hey to Molly, and Molly says, "I need to get ready to go sit with my mom for a while." Well, I hope that you have a good time with your mom whenever you go. And I'm thankful that you were able to hop in and say hello and hang out with us for a bit. All right. Well, now that I have laundry to fold, I'm going to go fold laundry. So let's pull up the. This will be the final sprint. So let's change our banner. And I'll leave the stream going, says Molly. Thank you, thank you. Lucinda says, "Sorry, the first message didn't send. Knox has been yelling in the other room to let me know about his after dinner toiletry." Oh. I was like, Ralphie didn't use the litter box, I don't think. Paula says, "Hey to Molly." Pearl says, "I think I will get in Lonnie on the next sprint, and I will keep knitting. Nice." Anna says, "Molly." Paula says, "Kitty." And Pearl says, "Hi there, Molly." All right. Final sprint. Make it count, and I will see everyone in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. All right. How did everybody do on our last sprint? I folded my laundry. Ooh. Nah. I forgot that I had opened up YouTube and was checking things to make sure they were okay. We'll go ahead and close that because we don't need it. And we don't need the timer, so we'll get rid of that. I lost my train of thought. I folded laundry. So that is done. I folded a load of laundry and I played more Switch, to be honest. I just kind of want to have like a chill day. I do have to get some things done though, so I am gonna have to finish the mission I'm on and then get to work. So, because I know that with my husband sick, he's not gonna be able to do much, and I think he might be traveling this week, which kind of sucks. But if we can give him at least, he had yesterday to rest and today. So we'll see how he fares for the week. I'm going to set my Switch off to the side there. Let's see what everyone else got up to, and then we will head off to other sprints. I believe we left off here. Pearl was saying hi to Molly. And then Kat was hopping off. Thanks for sprints. Bye, everyone, she says. To which I told her, have a good rest of your time at the scrapbooking retreat. And Swank says, bye, Kat. Jen says, going to go pick up my son from the gym. Thanks for hosting this morning, Alicia. Have a great rest of your day. You as well. Thanks for anyone who popped in and hung out with me this morning. I know we had quite a few people. Glenda says, bye, Jen. See you later. And this is me saying bye to Jen also. For your sprinting needs later today, check out the friends who are sprinting. I did post a couple. A Book Nook, there is the link for their sprints. Katie is sprinting. I don't know how much longer she is going, because her and I know we usually sprint about the same time. It doesn't say that she's on the last sprint, but I'm not 100% sure. Tula is having her crafty sprints, the Maker's Quest. Be sure to hop on and say hello there. I will make sure to do so as well. Also, Steph, Coffee Over Apples, is sprinting. There's the link for hers. Glenda says Coda is sprinting later, and I believe Anna has started her sprints. So let me put in her link. Paula says bookcase made, but because our floors are wonky, we need to remove 2 bookcases of books to squeeze in the new one. Oh my goodness. I remember putting these in, and like I said, there's 5, so trying to get them in really close next to each other, it's a pain, but I know it'll look nice when it's all done. Anna says, I took a break from cleaning, but I'm nearly done with the bedroom and started my sprints. Yes, I have the link for her sprints down below. Pearl says, I got a few 100 stitches done. Yay. Very productive. Naomi said, that sprint I got organized for this coming week, Swiffered the kitchen, and made lunch. Ooh, very nice, very productive. I need to get lunch when we're done here. Paula posted the link to Anna's sprint, so she beat me to it. Thank you, thank you. Lola, I worked on my health planner and fed the zoo. Lots of animals, do we? Do we have? Yes, I have a couple myself. I have 2 cats. I used to have 3. Swink says finished morning pages and continued reading the Artist Way workbook. Very nice. I'm going to see if my library has those. Ren finished an Arcane Inheritance and gave it 4.5 stars. Very nice. Well done. Do you know what you're going to read next? Kim is here just in time to pop in and say hi. My days are all out of order lately. Hope y'all had an amazing batch of sprints. I played my Switch and folded laundry and ate breakfast. So, yes, I would say those are productive yet relaxing sprints. Hopefully, your Sunday is going well. Ren says, we'll be writing the reviews later on today. Thanks for sprints, Alicia. You're so welcome. Here's me putting in Anna's sprints, even though Paula beat me to it. Didn't know. Swank says, thanks for sprints. Heading to Anna's sprints. See you tomorrow morning. Thank you for hanging out, Swank. Glenda says, excellent, Ren. Yes, very job well done. Tula says, thanks for the love, Alicia. You're so welcome. We love to support our friends here. Mel says, 15% into writer in residence. Really enjoying it so far. I also got the kids' room tidy. Woohoo. Yay! That's one thing I need to do. But just looking at my kids' rooms, I'm overwhelmed. So we're going to make a plan of attack and hopefully start next weekend. Because I want it done before spring break. But it's going to be a lot. I need to deep clean and clean up their floors and go through clothes and books and toys and a vacuum. I'm already overwhelmed just listing bad stuff off. Thank you so much for the sprints, Alicia. They really helped me to focus. You're so welcome. I'm glad I could help. That's what they're here for, reading and productivity. Ren says, I think I'll be reading Direbound next. Ooh, I've seen that one. I have not picked up a copy yet, but I want to read it. All right, that is all I see for the comments. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me today. I hope you were able to get some things done. The only thing I didn't get done on my end was I wanted to tidy up the library a little bit more, but the day is not over yet, so I will figure out how to get that done. It'll probably be added to my spinner wheel list of things. I am slowly putting signing out of things, so that's why you hear clicking. Paula says, don't forget to hug on the like button. Yes, please. That one came through twice. Don't know why. Glenda says, thank you, Alicia, for hosting. See you and Kelly tomorrow. Yes, for those of you that don't know, Glenda is talking about over on Kelly's channel, Cursed Dragon Ship. We do writing sprints in the morning. Let me see if I can find one real quick. But Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do writing sprints. Tomorrow is the 23rd. And this is the link for those. Cursed Dragon Ship Morning Time Pirates. So if you guys do writing or just need some sprints to do some reading, we will be there, Kelly and I. Pearl says, thanks, Alicia. You're so welcome. Tula says, see you tomorrow, Alicia. Will do. Here is the link for tomorrow morning's Morning Time Pirates writing sprints. That's what we use them for, but you are more than welcome to use them for productivity. Reading, we do 3 30-minute sprints. And then we have chatty bits in between. Also, this week we will be starting The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown for the 100 Pages Book Club. So those sprints are Wednesday night at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then I will have a video up later today. Hopefully, I just need to finish editing it. And then next Friday is when the next video goes up. I'm trying to do every Friday videos because of the sprints on Wednesdays and Sundays. That seems like the middle. So hopefully we can do that. And then I got to plan March. So be on the lookout for all of that. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today, guys. And I will see you across the interwebs in the comments and the streams and all of the things. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend and a good week ahead. And I will see you next time.